Friday, y'all. I hope you're having a good Friday. I'm glad to see y'all today. We are going to finish our little bobblehead pumpkin that we made the other day. We didn't get time to finish decorating him. All we got is just the basics. So we're just going to add some embellishments and just add a few finishing touches. And then I'm also going to share some new arrivals with you all. We have got some new things on the website, as well as some restocks, and share with you about the specials that are going to be going on this weekend. And I think that is everything. So that's the plan for today. So when you hop on and say, hey, let me know you're watching. Again, I hope you're having a great day. I hope you've got something fun planned for the weekend. We are going to be doing football all weekend long. The boys are going to the high school game tonight, and then this weekend we have what we call the Rumble, which is kind of like how our program raises money for the entire football season. And we just host lots of different teams, and our boys are playing 4 games. So we're excited. It's going to be a fun weekend. It's going to be a busy weekend, but it's going to be lots of fun. So we're going to be doing football all weekend long. So when you hop on, say, hey, let me know you're watching. Hello, everybody. Hi, Carol. How are you? Hey, Teresa. Hello, Tamara. I'm glad y'all have joined today. I'm glad y'all are here. What do y'all have planned for the weekend? All right. Hi, Dorothy. Hey, Dale. Good to see y'all today. Okay, so before I finish doing my pumpkin, I am going to go ahead and share with you all some of the new arrivals and tell you about the specials going on this weekend. Hopefully I can remember what all the specials are. So if Patty or Mom, if y'all hop on, post in the comments all of those specials. That sounds like fun, Teresa. Hi, Holly. Hey, Wanda. Hello, Pam. Hi, Jane. I'm glad y'all are here. Hello, Wanda. Okay, so new arrivals going that we have currently, okay? So first of all, for the wooden quills, we have added orange. Okay, so we've added orange as an option for your wooden quills. That way you can do a Halloween combination. So you can do black, white, and orange for Halloween. So these are super cute. So if you want to do some Halloween quills or make some fun, ghosts on a quill or, something like that, these are super duper cute. So we've added orange. We also restocked the white, which we've been out of. So this one is the one that's actually got the thread still on it. So we have the red, green, and white for Christmas. If you are interested in those. So we've restocked the white. They're back in stock. So you can do all 3 of these for Christmas. Hey, Rhonda. Hi, Carol. And then we also have restocked the paper mache hats, the paper mache top hats. They have been very popular. So these are restocked and now available again. So you can grab those. They are $7.99. We made a gingerbread man with these and put a top hat on it. We did a ball ornament that we covered in clay and did like a little ball down here that was the face. Hey, Jeremy. Hi, Jenny. And then we put the hat on top of it and made it into like this big oversized ornament. It was super cute. So these are back in stock. These are great, of course, for your snowmen. These work. They are the right size and will work for the 3 the stacked pumpkins that you can use to turn into snowmen. So you could use this on top of those if you wanted to, as a hat on your snowman, if you wanted to do something different than the other hat that we use. This one works also. Okay. Okay, so new arrivals. I showed you all this, I think, this weekend. But we have this new vintage embossed wallpaper, and it is a floral wallpaper that does have a texture to it. And so this painted and distressed is going to be absolutely beautiful, or even painted and then add a wash on it, something like that. This is going to be absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to craft with this, to decoupage onto a flat surface of some kind. I think it's going to be so beautiful. So you can easily take a Dollar Tree pumpkin of some sort, decoupage this on it, and paint it and distress it, and get just this beautiful, beautiful design. Okay, we also have some new vintage lace. So this is new to our store, but it is vintage, okay? So there could be some slight discoloring with this. It's $4.99, and I don't quite remember how much is on here. I believe there are 9 feet, I think, on here, okay? Something like that. Hey, Peggy. Will the top hat fit on the large pumpkin? Let me show you. So on this pumpkin, is this the pumpkin that you're talking about? I think that it will. It might look a little small. Let's see. Nope, I think it's super cute on there, actually. I think that's actually super cute. So you could make a scarecrow, you could make a snowman out of that. That would be super duper cute. So, you know, we did this scarecrow with the fabric hat. So you could definitely use this instead as well, which would be adorable. So there you go. And this paper mache pumpkin is the largest one we have. It's $19.99. Okay. All right. We also have some straw hats. So an assortment of straw hats. What were they that I just showed? I showed the paper mache hat, and then I showed the vintage lace. Okay, so this is vintage lace. Are either of those what you were talking about, Teresa? Or are you talking about these? These are quills. These are wood quills. They were used for thread and yarn. We use them for different things. We made like a Christmas tree, used them this way, and did a stuffed Christmas tree on them. But I like to use them just to decorate with. I think that they're so cute to decorate with. So I don't know if I've answered your question or not, Teresa. Okay, we also have an assortment of straw hats. All right, so you can make all different types of scarecrows and things. So you got 3 different sizes here. This is $8.99. And this is the largest one. Okay, it's a straw hat. And this one is 7 inches. And then this is the medium one. And it is 6 inches. And then this is the smallest one right here. And it is 4 inches. Okay. So these are so cute. Hey, Laura. about these right here. So these are $14.99. It's just one of those things I couldn't pass up. They are the cutest little things ever. These little gingerbread men. Look how cute and primitive these are. Look how cute that is. So he's made to sit up like this. This one is a little funky. I'm going to have to, I think, take this one out of inventory because it's not one to act right. But it's made to sit up like that. And these are $14.99. And they are absolutely adorable. I think they're so stinking cute. So their little arms stretch out so you can have them stretched flat like that. Or you can have them to where their arms kind of come up a little bit. But how cute is that? Hey Heidi, hi Jeannie. Okay, so $14.99 for those. Of course, you don't have to do anything with them, but they would be super cute in a wreath. I think they'd be adorable in a wreath. So cute. You could possibly even get creative and like add a body to it or something like that. Add some legs. I don't know. I'm sure you could do something fun and creative with it if you wanted to do something else. Okay, and last, this is not a new arrival, but this is one of the deals that we have going on this weekend. All of our book stacks are 50% off this weekend. So you can stock up on these book stacks, and we've got some fall, we've got some Halloween. There's some red stacks that are perfect for Christmas. So check out the book stacks. They're 50% off. I love to use these to decorate with. They are perfect, a perfect way to add some color and decoration to your home. I use a lot of books that have colored spines and things in my decor. I think it's a necessity. It's just, it makes such a difference when you have some books that you can use to decorate with. So regardless of the season, books are great to have. So this is 50% off. This is just one of them, and we've got all different kinds. They are just random books, and they are picked based upon the colors of the spines. So they are already in a stack. So you can just pick through when you go to the website. You can look at all of the different options that there are. I think there's about 10 different stacks. Okay. Okay, so the book stacks are 50% off, and then textiles are 25% off. So some of the fabrics, the fat quarters and things of that nature are going to be 25% off today or this weekend. All right, so there's lots of different fat quarters, vintage quilt squares. There is chenille, vintage fabric, all kinds of different things. All of those are 25% off this weekend as well. Okay. All right. I think I showed y'all everything that I wanted to show you. Mom is going to be live later today. Actually, she's going to have a giveaway. She's going to be giving away this stuff from Dollar General that we purchased last week, I think. So, so she's going to be giving that away while she talks about Celebration in the Bluegrass. So y'all make sure to join her tonight. I don't know for sure what time she's going to be hopping on, but she's going to be hopping on and sharing about Celebration in the Bluegrass with you all and giving away all of that stuff to one lucky winner at the end of the live that came from the Dollar General. So all of that beautiful pinkish mauvey color and that gorgeous green stuff. She's going to be giving that stuff away. All right. So here's our bobblehead pumpkin. We made this the other day, and I am loving how it turned out, but I do need to embellish it a little bit. And I'll be honest with you, this has given me a run for my money. I have messed with this for quite some time, all week long. I have played with different things to try to figure out what do I like. And I think I've come to the conclusion that I most prefer just sticking with neutral and keeping it in the color tones that this is, with the tan and the black. Okay, so we already did the bow made out of raffia, and we already did the tag. And this is just an old piece of paper that we tore and used a little bit of the distress ink on the edges, and then I just stamped 31 on there, okay? Then I'm thinking that I've got this bird right here, and I'm thinking I could probably paint this and make it look similar to a crow. So I think I'm gonna paint it black, and we might use it, okay? But when I was playing with this, I decided I kind of liked to have the tag and the bow up here at the top the best. So instead of adding the bow down here, we're gonna actually add it up here at the top with the tag, all right? So let's go ahead and paint our bird, and let's see what we can make of this. I'm gonna see if I can, it's got these cute little wired legs. I'm gonna see if I can't put it on a stick or something so that I can paint it a little bit easier. I bet they have, Dana. I bet they have. And this is just a wooden bird, and I really don't even know where it came from. Should I leave the beak yellow, or should I paint the beak black? Y'all tell me. Should it be all black, or should I leave that yellow? I'm not really for sure about a crow. I'm feeling like it should be all black, but I don't know. Or maybe I paint the beak like a neutral color. Leave it yellow. So what do y'all think? Is that looking like a crow? Is that gonna work? Okay. There we go. Hi, Rhea. So it's not a tan. It's definitely a yellowish color. But let's take a look. Let's try it and we'll see. Okay. All right. So here's the crow. I think it gets the point across for sure. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and glue this on. So we're gonna just glue on our little tag. Google shows the crow's beak is black, Mom says. And then we're just gonna glue this bow right on to the hat. See, it really needed to just keep it neutral. I have tried adding the rusty bows on here, and I just did not like that. I have tried adding orange berries on here, and I just didn't care for that. I've tried this rusty leaf, and nothing has been speaking to me other than just keeping it neutral like it is. It just, something about that I just don't like. Okay, so let's just paint the beak black. I'm just gonna paint it black. We'll just do a solid black bird. Does that work? All right, so then we can take the little bird and we can put it on the bow and have it, those little wire feet are really nice. Make things easy. So we can put it on like that, which is cute. We can put it on the brim of the hat, kind of over here. We'll have to glue it on if we do it there, which I think it doesn't show up very well over there. Hey Dana, I think I like it on the bow. Do we want to have it right in the middle or somewhere else? Let me just kind of play. I think I like it right in the middle. And I don't think I even need to glue it because it fits on there pretty tight. That is so cute. Look how cute that is. All right, I did think about doing one more thing, but now that I have those things on there, I don't think I need to. I think it's good. I thought about adding a little bit of highlight in the eyes, but I don't really think it needs it now. Look how cute that is. And he bobbles. Huh. All right, y'all. So we finally finished it. So the pumpkin is our 6.5-inch paper mache pumpkin, and then it's on the rusty bed springs. These are available on our website. And we did not paint the pumpkin. Okay, we actually did a layer of decoupage glue on the pumpkin. And then after we did the decoupage glue, we sanded it and then did a layer of raw umber, a wash of raw umber to get this sort of distressed look. And then we painted on our face. Actually, we did our hat first. The hat is a piece of chipboard that is cut into like a 6-inch circle. And then we just took a circle of gingham fabric and just glued it on. And then we made a little cone shape out of the same fabric. I put 2 pipe cleaners inside in order to give it a little bit of stability. I did not want to stuff it because I wanted it to have this sort of look. So I didn't want to stuff it. So we just did the pipe cleaners to help kind of support it and hold it up so that the whole thing just doesn't fall over. And then it's another piece of chipboard on the bottom of that cone that's glued over in order to allow us to glue it to the hat brim. Okay. And then we just took a strip of fabric for the little collar on the bottom, and we just sort of gathered it around at the bottom of the pumpkin. Let me get these extra threads. And we just took some hot glue and just kind of put a bunch of hot glue and then just kind of pinched and gathered all the way around. And that's how it turned out. And of course we did just a bundle of raffia for the bow, a little tag, and then that bird we just painted black. So, all right, that's it. There you go. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you so much. Don't forget, Mom will be live this afternoon or this evening sometime. And she is going to be talking about Celebrations of Bluegrass. But while she does, she is giving away a whole lot of things from Dollar General, the cutest stuff ever. So make sure you join that live so that y'all can see, so that y'all can possibly win. Also, don't forget 50% off book stacks this weekend and 25% off all not all, but the majority of the textiles, quilt blocks, quilt fat quarters, chenille, vintage fabric, all that stuff. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful weekend.